First off, rest in peace, neighborhood Nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
Bad boy, come out and play. Maybe we shouldn't do that intro right now with the term. Yeah. As I started to say that, hey, that probably ain't what we want to do. But we are here with another episode of the 3-Man Weave podcast. This is episode 234. I remember to do it this time. I am your host, AJ. And who I got with me today, man?
It's your boy Hill. He'll go here regardless, baby. Let's get it.
Where can they find this young brother?
You know, y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get right into it. But I know I take the blame on that fault, my brother. I was out there cutting grass and
Tis the season. Tis the season. Is that the first one of the year?
Yeah, it is. The first.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I just got the leaves out the way too. I was not going out there in the cold if I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So I just got the leaves up. You know what I'm saying? Then I cut the grass. So it was the first one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to sit. That's why I'm sweating now because fresh hot after hot shower. It's hot in the house. We ain't really adjusting to this. This spring weather.
It ain't turned the AC on all the way yet because you might get one of them 55 days. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't there just yet. So I can definitely understand.
I gotta pick your poison though, and this is specifically for you. And I mean you. It's going to be for everybody to answer this because I'm posting this in the group tomorrow as well. But this is from my guy Curtis, and Curtis has been asking me to talk about this for a while. Now, I know you're familiar with the slap competition, right?
Yeah.
He's been asking us to talk about that, right? And he also posted in the group car jujitsu. I don't even know if I said it right, but if you get the gist of it.
Right.
Pick your poison. You, AJ, what would you be the best at?
What would I be the best at?
Yes.
I'd probably be the best at the slap competition. But what I would prefer to do is the car jiu-jitsu. Ain't no motherfucker just finna slap me, dog. Like, absolutely not. So we can tussle. I can wrap the seatbelt around your neck. But I'll slap the shit out you. But you not finna get a chance to open hand slap me back. And if I lose that coin flip and you get to slap me first, hey, dog, I quit. Hell no. Nope.
It's great. I kind of figured I knew you would go there. Bro, I'm not doing car jiu-jitsu, bro. I'm not doing that at all. First off, bro, my hip. You know what I'm saying? My hip don't hit like it's supposed to. So me getting unbuckled, I'm already, and then trying to shift, I'm already. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna where, you know what I'm saying, where I need to be.
Nope.
I need a base.
I know you just doing this for the sake of argument because I know Hill, and he'll always say where your pride at, and Hill ain't finna get slapped unconscious. Somebody could get the best of you and choke you out with a car seat, and they might get a better angle on you. And hey, guess what? You might, hey dog, you got me. But what Hill ain't finna do is get slapped unconscious. So you ain't finna tell me, hey, you may prefer to do, like I said, I want to do car jiu-jitsu because you ain't finna slap the shit out of me. And trust me, you ain't finna let nobody hands behind your back Like what Drake say at the end of the concert? I mean, J. Cole say it. Hey, my chin is out. Say what you want to say. I'm gonna take it up. You ain't finna just let somebody.
I think based off my pride, I can't see myself just getting slapped out. Like you just gonna slap me. Like I'm just gonna be asleep. I may get woozy, razzle dazzle. You know, I may pull one of these, but I ain't going down off pride alone. I just can't do it. So I feel that I can be able to handle myself because I do get to slap back. You know what I'm saying?
Not if you sleep. Not if you snore. Hey, bro.
I just said I ain't going to sleep.
It's the same conversation we used to talk about with the body shot. Hey, dog, ain't nobody. Hey, I'm gonna get up. No, you not.
But I already conceded that. I understood. That was a miseducation.
But that's my point. This ain't just like a heads up. You know, we boxing and you catch me. No, this ain't no. I'm saying this ain't no protect yourself at all times type thing. Your hands is behind your back. They get a free slap, and we all know that eject button is right here in the chin. They catch you in the right spot. Your legs just might say, "Fuck it."
Now, I am a part of a non-hazing organization, right? And in participation of our non-hazing organization activities, slapping was a part of some of those activities.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a brief commercial break. I need to research the statute of limitations. This motherfucker talking crazy.
Who did I just snitch on?
What is we doing? What is we doing?
But I said we was not hazing.
What? No. None of that ever happened. I wasn't there. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Whatever he's talking about, I was at a family barbecue. I wasn't at none of those activities. So I just want to say I don't know. I was at
allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. I won't there. I don't care wherever he was at. I won't there. Whenever what he talking about, I wasn't there.
Well,
go. Matter of fact, go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Well, yes, I'm violent. I get that. What did it? Whoa. Not gonna put this smut on my rep. No. We not doing this one. I can't take that one. I can't take it. Get back here.
I just want to make sure whenever anything get clipped up, when something go on Instagram, my face ain't there.
But I said allegedly, so it takes everything out the way. Once you say that, you can say whatever you want and then say allegedly.
No, the fuck you can't.
You was doing something. No. So listen, we got a response, and I told you we was going to get a response. I had faith. I said my boy is going to respond. Now, he didn't take the format that I really got to. I said take the takeover format. You can say he took some bits and pieces from that format. You know, he addressed everybody in the recent that came after him. You know what I'm saying? And it was quality diss. I'm not about to sit here and act like it was one of the best diss records we done heard of all time. I'm not about to sit here and act like it was trash, like it was weak or any of that. It was a quality diss record. And now in the test of time, we can put it where we rank it at later on. But as of now, it's still fresh, still present, and currently, this was a quality diss record. The second leak.
Yeah, the actual good
audio. The actual with the different tone and everything. The first one was cool. The lyrics was cool. It was, it was more laid back. It was kind of like he was trying to recreate the back-to-back feeling that he had. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, this is we know where we ranked back-to-back. We know what it did, but it seemed like, okay, you're trying to duplicate that, and nah, this ain't the time that ain't gonna work this time. You know what I'm saying? So, but the second leak, the better audio, the different tone, the more aggressive tone, a couple tweaks to the lyrics. It was totally different. It gave me a different feel. I was like, okay, the gassed up hype that Joe Budden gave us about it coming out, pause. It kind of lived up to that. So I'm like, okay,
right,
this
100%.
is what we doing. This is what we doing. What is your man's gonna do though? And I'm only saying that like that because
I know, because you playing into the narrative. I thought
That's
we were
all.
transitioning to change the narrative on this podcast,
That's all.
but maybe we want to play into it. But I do feel like, to address this, I do feel as if this was a very good quality, like you said, a good quality diss record. I think some of the shots that actually stung the most weren't towards Kendrick, but he did address him. And I think there are some things that, are going to, allow it. I think it's going to continue to, give that good back and forth. So I think Kendrick is going to have to kind of bring that energy that he's going to have to bring the same energy that he brought on Like That for a total song. This ain't gonna be one of them. This ain't gonna be one of them ones where you can just kind of, artistic your way out of. It's gonna have I think he has to take a different approach than Drake has to take because of the stands. We can hear Kendrick verse and listen to it, break it down, and be like, damn, regardless of even if it's a boom bap beat, whatever the case may be. But in the grand scheme of things, the way he's been calling out Drake, he's kind of got to do it on a similar pain of Like That. Not necessarily saying it's got to be a number one hit record, but to compete with what Drake is going to do in response, I believe it has to be kind of in that similar vein. What I do think kind of helps Kendrick also, though, is the rumor that push-ups won't be on streaming. So if Kendrick can get something else that can live on streaming that is readily available in people's hands and can kind of be in rotation, I think that's going to help him.
I can agree with that point. I can agree with that point. But it's I mean, does that really matter?
What do you mean?
Matter? Story with the Pusha T response.
Right.
That was on the OJ beat, I'm Not Black, I'm OJ beat, right?
Right.
So that's not on DSPs either.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I believe so. Let's double check. But the reason why the thing about that,
that's viewed as one of the top that's viewed as one of a top diss record.
Nah.
It's
on DSPs.
Oh well, shouts out. Jay-Z don't like him.
Yeah. The Story of Adidon. Yeah. Okay. It's on DSPs. And so that's and so to me, because we're in this microwave society and everything, people like it, the ease and readily available. It's kind of the reason why Like That is still kind of at the forefront, because it was on an album that we liked. It's on streaming and you could just click a button. It's right there for you to.
But all this aside, it's a great song.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's a great song. From
the production, everything,
every
100%,
100%. And
now
the
diss is the cherry on top.
Exactly. But that's one of the things that I'm saying about the Kendrick response. Yeah, it's a number one record. But that's one of the reasons why I say to do that, it could kind of put a lot of hush onto some of the ammunition that Drake is doing, because he keeps talking about everybody else. Oh, in that diss, he talked about, hey, Future, I put your first number one in your hand, stuff like that. So if Kendrick can do it, follow it back up with another hit, he's not on he's not with Future, he's not with Metro or anything like that. Yeah, people say, oh, you're mentioning Drake, this and that, but it just goes to show, hey, Drake, I say what you want about my sales and this and that. When it comes to artistry, mm-hmm. You like to say, hey, you're the biggest artist and stuff like that. And, you have all these number ones and you're not necessarily just box you in as a rapper. I'm an artist too, but I get respected as the lyricist that I am because I prove it, this, and that. And I think that's kind of what he needs to do. So it's trying to match that fire with Drake as putting out a hit, but also lyrically kind of like doing what he's like, lyrically showing that he's fit right now.
I got a question though.
Of course, this is a podcast. We ask questions.
Yeah, but how much of this back and forth do we really want?
I have no fucking clue. Because I don't want to get my hopes up and say, oh, we about to just get like some, radios, like some, Funkmaster Flex and Big Boy radio station back and forth freestyle. We're not gonna get that.
But it's just because I really genuinely ask that because it's like, okay, if Kendrick responds, right, and then it's like, okay, does Drake got to respond again to this? And then if he responded, it's like, okay, at what point the diss is going to just be what this is? Like, when prime example, let's use an artist that you love, Gucci. When he did Jeezy, those weren't all just back to back disses though.
Of course.
Like those were like spread out. All right. I thought the beef died down. Oh, now it's resurrected. This is the time. It wasn't just a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point we're gonna get tired of it. Is what I'm getting to. It's like, all right,
right,
bro,
like, and so,
all right. Are you gonna fight? Right.
right.
At some point,
I think what it's gonna have to be is, I think what both of them are going to want to do is both of them are going to want to get out what they feel is a knockout punch. And then once they both get that out there, I feel like we might get just some more mentions on, songs here and there. But they both want to be able to put out their best work, or what they feel is their best work, to make them feel as I got the upper hand. And once they feel that, I think that's when it'll kind of die down and just be those back and forths on songs, and maybe not necessarily where it's just subs anymore, but hey, I did this, or stuff like that. And I think the thing that's kind of muddy in the waters is a whole lot of people going at Drake right now also.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad you said that, because I was gonna bring that up. Drake has another one for streaming. He just waiting for the response. He is baiting them right now. Right? What more can both of them say? What more can both? Well, I do feel that they can still say some things. Like,
of course,
they ain't really said, like,
neither
Drake
one has really
said much. Like,
yeah, because if you look at what Drake said, he literally just talked about, all right, you give half your money, to Top for your when you was in your deal. You're short and you got small feet.
Yeah.
And he mentioned his wife.
Yeah. What's the problem?
I feel like there's more, because I don't feel like that was that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like those are just like, hey, I hear you now, we talking, but I got more.
But I think for his point, because we do know Curtis is a Drake fan, like, we've all heard what people have had to say about Drake. Like, at some point, what more can you say about Drake? Or now it's going to be, how can you say it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, like, Ross said he called him BBL Drake. That shit was funny. Not gonna lie. But I think go ahead.
It was funny because of the response that he gave in a quickly fashion. We know Ross is from that club. Now what he's doing now is ruining what he accomplished.
Right.
He gave him respect for his quick response and a quality response. But
exactly.
Now the trolling that he's doing is actually ruining, devaluing what he's doing. Like,
I won't necessarily say it's devaluing, because I also think Ross was kind of smart, because he knew Drake will do that shit too. Remember, Drake took his ex-girlfriend brought his ex-girlfriend to the concert. He's done certain, like we see what he's doing to Metro.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Ross understands, like, hey, you can't just play this game. Like certain people just can't play this just rap back and forth game with Drake. You got to get petty too. And so, hey, He does, but that's the thing. Like, and so it makes it funny. And those rumors have been out there that he's had to be BBL for a while. So it's like, hey, it's a quality response. You brought up the rumors. You might be the first one that brought up the rumors in like an actual song. And you're matching his petty level because hey, Ross went up against 50, maintained his career with 50. Not a lot of people could have done that. Not, and those people who have like that have gone back and forth with 50, they didn't go back and forth for long. But like when 50 said, "Hey, we all know ain't no seat on that bike" for that picture with Diddy. Hey, Diddy ain't mentioned 50's name ever.
You know,
he still hates him.
He know better. But like you alluded to, like I said, this track that Drake did, like I said, we addressed everybody. Like I said, I don't foresee that Future is going to be making a diss track, or so I think that what he gonna do is continue to do what he do. He may be throwing subs on another song every now and then. Like I don't foresee him making an actual diss song. Go ahead.
What would be the difference in Future making what's the difference between what you say Future making a diss song than what Future did on We Don't Trust You, like the intro to the album?
What you mean? What's the difference?
Because like We Don't Trust, like a lot of those songs seem to be directed to Drake, and we like those were really good songs. What if he, instead of just saying like the things that he says is that we assume is towards Drake, what if he just mentions his name like in that We Don't Trust You intro? That's a diss song. It may not be like lyrical Kendrick, but that's a diss song from Future.
And then I will respect it. I will respect it.
So I don't think that he can't, like I said, like he made those albums, like those are projects. Like,
did I say he can't?
Yeah, I feel like you said, or maybe you said he's not gonna respond, but I'm like, he can't.
No. That's what I meant. Okay. I didn't say he can't. I just the fact that I don't think that he's just going to I don't think that he's just going to next week is just, oh, I'm dropping a certified Drake diss song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like you just said though, like, oh, on the intro, on the song, or when I just want to I'm going to make a song, and if I feel like this is about him and we dissing him, I'm just gonna say it. Like I feel that that's the nature that he's going to go about it. Like I just don't feel that he's going to actually make a sit down structured diss track. That's just my opinion. I could, like I said, I could be wrong. And like I said, and if he does just drop it, of course we're gonna listen to it and we're gonna make a response to it. But what Ross is doing is giving he's shooting Kendrick some bail.
Yeah, he's taking that time from,
because when does he have to respond?
See, I don't like, that's where it's kind of hard for me. But just pause. Just because I asked the same thing, and I'm asking the same thing. When is he gonna respond? But the same thing, he is about to say fuck Drake every night on his tour. That will be his diss track. The same reason, and he's got a date in Toronto, which I like. Yeah, like Future Dungeon Family, all of that. So it's like Future, what we can't forget, Future does have a pen. It may be to just write hits that we recognize him for. But again, the intro, those are like,
yes it was.
Yeah, it may not be New York on the corner type rapping that we used to hearing or something like that, but he can get witty. But yeah,
but we just heard Quavo respond to Chris Brown type, in Quavo fashion. So I would not be surprised if Future did a similar thing. That's
what I'm saying. Like I'm saying,
we on the same page. I'm just saying.
And here's my thing. I think Future's gonna respond because he got to do it for Metro. Metro is catching hell right now. So Future, hey,
somebody,
Metro don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you. So I got to do it for you.
But I want you to respond to.
Yeah, no. So I like, and the same thing is like, when is he gonna respond? Because to me, you've been throwing the punches and throwing the jabs, and you've been trying to get him out to come to come rap with you. I disagree with you when you say Ross is shooting up some bail. I actually think it's hurting Kendrick
See that?
for Ross coming out and rapping so fast because of what we think of Kendrick. But I also know like how the same way Kendrick does to take, like the same way Kendrick does with his like projects, he takes a while. I just don't know how soon he'll be able to just put out something where we're like, oh shit.
And that's to be fair, Drake took 2 weeks. And no, and I'm genuinely asking the question
And
because, like I said,
I'm saying too, like I understand like the stuff just came out. So I'm not saying, oh, he like you got 48 hours, but when it comes to what Kendrick's not going to do, he's not going to troll back and forth with Drake. And guess what Drake already put up? He put up Kendrick's manager with the Turtles. Maybe today's the day.
yeah.
That plays into, people just start coming on over to Drake's side.
But then at the same time, Ross is still posting stuff, still trolling it at the same time. It's like it will. So you had an objective thought of, yeah, this is not helping Kendrick because I want to hear Kendrick. It's not going to distract you from the goal. Everybody else is not really going to have this sensible thought of, yeah, man, we still just waiting on Kendrick. No, they're going to get distracted and they're like, okay, maybe he has to respond to Ross. And then if he started getting in the tick for tack with Ross, it's like next thing you know it, Kendrick can go on the whole hiatus, and then next thing you know it, go do what he do, and 4 years later, here we go.
But here's my thing: Drake stands ain't forgot about it, and that's the thing, because they already said, "Oh, Kendrick, your career is over. Drake ended you." And then when the AI verse came out, oh, you got you leaking, your verses, and then when it's trash, you're gonna say it's AI and stuff like that. Not thinking the same thing. Hey, Drake's original got leaked too. The second one got leaked too, but he put his name on it and stuff like that. But we don't know if it's AI. And again, like I said, hey, shit, if that Drake shit, like if that first one was AI, he was smart to go redo it and do it with some attitude. God damn it. That was like, but
Yeah.
he did get a buy round thanks to Cole.
God damn, Cole, man.
God damn, man.
The stupidest shit ever, man. Oh my God. He could have just disappeared.
He didn't have to say anything, man.
He could have just disappeared, man. He could have disappeared. And then taking it off DSP, taking 7-minute drill off DSP, it just made it worse, bro. Like, I get it. I understood why he apologized. It's on brand. It's J. Cole. He moves at the beat of his own drum, no metro. So it's like I get it. It just didn't like it. Now you catching strays for no reason. Like we catching strays for no reason. But that is true. He gets a buy round because we did. When 7-minute drill dropped, we did want Kendrick to respond to that too.
Yeah.
And we kind of wanted them to go back and forth. Kind of before we still wanted him to go back at Drake. So luckily
Maybe he had to, maybe what happened is he had to go and reconstruct something because it was going at Drake and J. Cole.
And he like, you know what? He apologized.
And he was like, you know what? Cole is my guy. So I'm going to remove all of these things from it.
Yeah. my son named Cole. I might need to change it now. Hey, listen,
you got to change it to Martin or Tommy now.
Hey, listen, bro. We done with this topic now. It's nothing. Hey. It's nothing to further do. We went longer than what we needed to anyway. Oh man, but shout out
to Clay.
Mama call him Clay. Your daddy named him Cole. Daddy call him Cole. We had the WNBA draft last night, and it lived up to the hype. I think this is once again the hype that we have that has trickled down from the college basketball season to the Final Four to the national championship. It trickled down to the WNBA draft with the viewership being at its all-time high. With the teams, the results on where some of the players went. Obviously, we knew Caitlin was going number one, but the thing, we can hope that this train trend or whatever can continue once the season starts is really what I want to hope for with what we have going on now. Like I said, the hype is here. I hope it's continuously to be here. I hope that brings revenue. I hope that we just not just talking just to talk. I hope this talk actually brings revenue.
I echo those sentiments, and I'm just happy that the WNBA, they heard me. I feel like I want to take some credit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
to toot your horn or whatever.
I don't care what happens. I don't care if y'all tell me I'm stupid. I like what happened, and so I'm gonna take credit. They set this shit up like the NBA in the 80s. You got Caitlin Clark in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Larry Bird. God damn it! What did I say?
Yeah, you said it.
You put Cardosa and Angel Reese on the Chicago Sky. Mm-hmm. That's your bad boy Pistons right there.
Talk to him.
And then you still got the motherfucking Las Vegas Aces over on the West Coast. So now you got Caitlin Clark and one of her college rivals that everybody was pitting her against anyway with Angel Reese. Pump it up. So you know what I'm saying? So you got them in the same conference, and you throw in Cardosa, the champion who was going against Caitlin Clark. They took her out one year, you know what I'm saying? They came back, bet it right back type stuff. So now you put Angel Reese and Cardosa on the same team, go up against, Caitlin Clark. And then it's like, if one of those two come out of that, guess what? Las Vegas Aces over there waiting for you. And then eventually, guess what? You got Cam and Brink in the Sparks.
I'm about to say, come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, you're building the storylines. You're implanting storylines, and that's what it's all about. The NBA and the NFL, people have always, said, oh, like I said last episode, it went from sports to labeled entertainment. Mm-hmm. And so now those storylines make you think like, damn, is this shit scripted? It don't matter, because guess what? This is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, these storylines is what makes it interesting. The storyline, that's one of the things that we're kids with the Sparks too. And so it's like, you got these teams, you're building these teams, you're building the competitiveness, and you are capitalizing. You didn't just put Caitlin Clark in Indiana for her to just disappear. Like, after the hype, and let the hype die down.
Like the previous number 1 overall pick went to Indiana and just disappeared.
Like, you want to continue on the hype. That's the same thing I said. Hey, damn, it's kind of crazy. LeBron somehow just went to Cleveland, and Cleveland ain't never been shit, ain't never gonna be shit, won't never be shit. But then, damn, they get them. Derrick Rose, who we all came in, hey, he about to be one of them ones.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't necessarily work, but you see what I'm saying? Like, there are certain things where it's like, sometimes, hey, push the button. That Buffalo Wild Wings, it
works sometimes. Sometimes you need to hit that button, and then just let the chips fall how they fall. But I want to give you credit to your point, like you said, that you made that prediction or that hopeful game plan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it a prediction. I just said that's what I felt like a good game plan would do. Keep that storyline going.
And I didn't want to mess with you with your speech that you had going on, but I kind of feel like you just you ignoring the liberty.
Nah, I mean,
okay,
I ain't ignoring nobody. I'm just saying,
because they past them, they got to see the Aces. Like, okay, hold on.
I'm saying for the two teams that just got those stars from college. You know what I'm saying? I understand the liberty. I'm not ignoring the liberty. I'm just saying for those storylines, just in this moment, I was like, okay, cool. Like, got us a little something here.
And I definitely, I'm glad that she checked me when I said she disappeared last year, because when she went to Indiana, I just felt that, okay, what did they really do? Because they ended up getting the number 1 overall pick again. That's kind of what I meant. But I get, she didn't disappear. Yeah,
I was waiting for you to answer that one, because with this WNBA topic, I ain't fucking with Rakia. She been cussing everybody out.
Oh, No,
Nope,
whoa.
not
But
me.
is that right then and there was exactly what she supposed to do and what she been doing.
100%,
Like I say,
100%.
like we say, people keep saying like they keep jumping out the woodworks and saying that, everybody got an opinion now. Like, okay, wait, where was you at? You know what I'm saying? Well, if you've been 10 toes down with this shit, with women's basketball, like she's been, it's time to check folks. And like I said, hey, I said something crazy. Hey, boom, hold on, whoa. She ain't disappeared. Watch your tone. Watch your worst half hour. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
good. Continue
There we
doing what
go.
you're doing, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But
100%. I'm your real friend.
all I meant was like, hey, they had number one pick last year, they got number one pick this year. Hey, something they click. Let's say, but it's gonna click now though. Turn it up now though. But shouts out to, like I said, once again, we definitely want to reiterate. We hope that what they got going on now with, like I said, with the hype with women basketball, we hope it continues. And like we say, we hope the revenue follows. We hope it continues to grow. We hope everything is prosperous for what they got going on now. Like you said, whoever had to be the one that did, if Caitlin got to be the one to propel the women's basketball to what they wanted to be, then hey, so be it. Be that one. And let's continue this train. Let's continue this going. So like I hope like I said, nothing but the best.
And that's my thing. I think they can't just solely put it on Caitlin. Because this one single being isn't just going to be able to kick this off right away. So they have to do everything to get a lot of marketable people. And again, I don't believe they should take the NBA approach where they market their players. Right now, like, yes, you have Caitlin Clark, you have, Angel Reese coming in, you have Cardosa, but the reason why I say market like the NFL and not the NBA is because the players will continually get cycled. The players will constantly move. If you can market those teams and build those teams' fan bases, then eventually you can start marketing the players. But right now, you want to get people I'm not saying ignore your stars right now because that's what's bringing people there. But what I'm saying is do that in conjunction by trying to build up your team's fan base. Because just like LeBron, we saw everybody go crazy with LeBron in Cleveland, this and that. LeBron left Cleveland. The whole damn infrastructure of the city went down. You get what I'm saying? And everybody left, like the fans and everything left with him. People like the Cleveland Browns left Cleveland, came back to Cleveland, and ain't won shit, and they still love them. And I understand it's football. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's football. But they're sold on that. And it's the same thing with college. That's one of the things why I said it's going to be hard for them to kind of do this by selling the players, because those college players, they have been big stars. Like the women have been very big stars in college because those fan bases are so big that they love everything about that program. And regardless, that program is still there. But then when they go on, they stay with that program because they're loyal to that program. So no matter who you cycle in within those 3-4 years that player is with that program, they love you. And so that's what you should really try and do is build the fan base and attach those peoples to those teams, because regardless of what happens, if after Caitlin Clark's contract expires and she says, you know what, I'm a free agent, I want to go, I want to go play with the Las Vegas Aces.
I mean, I thought you about to say the Sparks, bro. Come on, man. LA, man. LA all day, man. Stop playing on this, man.
Damn. LA what?
Stop playing.
When Kendrick gonna respond if we talk about LA? Say no. But no, so that's what I'm saying. So regardless of the heads that cycle in and out, you have that fan base that's always going to be there to support, and that's how you build the strong infrastructure.
Let's see what you got going on. Not just because Kayla, CC, because they definitely finna zero in on AR, Camilla, if Indy doesn't produce what they've been expecting them to with back-to-back number one picks.
I told you. I ain't messing with her today.
I can say that.
I ain't messing with her today. Nope.
All right, man. We got the playoffs. As of now, we are recording on Tuesday at we started at 7. The play-in game is going on right now. The Western Conference play-in games is right now. Eastern Conference tomorrow. We can start off with the East.
Okay.
We can start off with the East. This is one of the worst playoffs I've seen in a minute. Let's start off with the play-in. We got the Sixers. We got the Heat. What we know about the Sixers is, like I said, we needed them to stay afloat. When Embiid got hurt, and they did the best that they could. You know what I'm saying?
All things considered,
it didn't collapse. You know
the
what I'm
bottom.
saying?
Yeah.
They had an opportunity, they had an opportunity to get the 6th seed and avoid the play-in. But like I said, they have a healthy Embiid now. He had some games under his belt. So the fact that they are 7th seed right now, like I said, all they got to do is win. You know, they win the first one, they'll still be the 7th seed. You know, if they lose, they get an opportunity to be the eighth seed. So I feel that both of these teams will be in the playoffs.
Right.
Somehow. The Heat, they cannot continue to keep doing this. Like, they don't have a good enough.
This shit can't keep working, dog.
It's not. The law of averages is definitely just going to eventually kick in. Like, bro, everybody knows Jimmy Butler's my favorite player. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. We get it. We've seen it time and time and again. But at the end of the day, you cannot keep playing with fire, keep playing in the play-in, and keep thinking everything is just going to work itself out. Like,
because my thing is, after every playoff game, I can't keep seeing Jimmy looking like the Popeyes worker when they was giving out them sandwiches. Like, eventually, y'all got to start setting y'all self up, because I'm sorry, it's on. Well, shit, they could upset Boston, but it's only so many times where you can upset the number one team. God damn it, it's only so many times. Like I just it's perplexing. And how many years we used to say it about them LeBron teams, dog? It's like you can't keep flipping the switch.
Yeah.
But then Jimmy Butler's just like, damn,
the switch.
You keep flipping the switch.
And this year, like I say, with him being able to flip the switch, with them having a Terry Rozier now instead of a Kyle Lowry, with them having Tyler Hero this go around, it's the Heat, bro. It's the playoffs. We're definitely not gonna count them out. Like I said, I've already stated that they're going to be, these two teams, Sixers and the Heat, are going to be in the playoffs regardless. I do not know how the Bulls got here. I do not know how the Hawks survived and got here.
I can tell you.
I'm listening.
Brooklyn, Toronto, Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit. That's how the fuck they got here.
Absolutely. So,
it's only so many places. Dog, but again, this was my problem. I know you keep talking about, hey, the play-in has been a success. This has been my problem with the play-in. Like, why are we even talking about the Bulls and the Hawks? Bro, go the fuck home.
Yes.
This is what I've been saying. Like, hey, dog, you're letting over half the league just have a chance at the playoffs. What does the regular season matter for anymore? And again, like I kept saying, hey, you want all these players to actually, like, you're doing all these things, to avoid load management. But if I can win 36 games and still have a chance to be in the NBA playoffs, what are we doing here? Like, you're you're legit asking how, like, you don't understand how the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks are here, and I can legit tell you.
I know it was a joke, bro. But like I said, I'm going to have a rebuttal for this, right?
Of course,
all right, and I'm just saving it.
Battle Bars is ready.
I'm just saving it. I'm just saving it for round 2.
Okay.
But as of now, we do know the other matchups. Like I said, you got Milwaukee versus Indiana. That's a matchup that we definitely wanted based off what they've been going through in the season, basically the matchup that they've been having, the wars that they've been going through, and it's a divisional, type of game. But we got a wild card in this, right? Giannis ain't healthy.
Yeah, that calf.
And you don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah, so, he might not play this whole first series.
So are we on the upset alert?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I wanted to get you know me, I'm always a fan, whether it's my team or not, like someone going against my team or whatever. I'm always trying to see the best go versus the best. I hate to see stuff dictated by injuries.
Yes.
But while we were on it, pause. I wanted to know who should be more afraid of getting that matchup with playoff Jimmy, the Celtics or the Knicks.
So damn, this should have been a pick your poison because now you're gonna make me answer it. That would have made me answer it.
Yeah.
The Knicks. I just think that the Knicks, and I'm gonna show the Knicks some love. The Knicks are finally they give you that Knicks feeling again. This team is a Tibbs ass team, like for real. Now this is the team that he's always wanted. You know what I'm saying?
And he wished Jimmy Butler was on this team.
But I mean, the way I like it, and I get it, they don't have a Randall. But normally in the playoff, Randall found a way to trick it off anyway.
Trick it off, and that's what I was gonna say. Is does that kind of
part? I know the low hanging fruit is Boston. The back of their mind is, oh man, the Heat, what they did to us last year, what they've been doing to us. It's like, oh, can we really beat the Heat? I know we got some demons in our closet when it comes to that team. So I get it. If anybody says Boston should be afraid of the Heat, I get it. But I do think, with like I said, even though he does come up short in the playoff, losing Randall is going to hurt. Like I say, them just they have a team. OG, he definitely helped this team. They fit. They match up well. This may be one of them old ass matchups. It's gonna look like when they got to fighting, and that's what we want in the playoff. So it could be a 7-game brawl out ugly series. It could be ugly, and like I said, but to answer your question, the team that should be most worried to play the Heat, it's the Knicks, because the other part of that question. The Celtics should be scared to play Embiid. I'm not even gonna say the rest of the Sixers. They don't have anybody that can stop Embiid.
Yep. Boy, you good. Because I was gonna ask that. That was gonna be my follow-up.
That's probably why the reason that the angle that I took, because I'm thinking that I was like, okay, cool. They definitely had the better team. They definitely play in defense. They are a good team. They are a great team this year. You know what I'm saying? But we know we're not judging the Celtics until the playoffs.
And the thing about what with the Celtics with the playoffs, Tatum and Brown, are they gonna start bumping heads and then them 3 balls don't fall? What's gonna start happening? So who knows?
But I mean, like you said, they got a Drew Holiday instead of a Marcus Smart this time. Derek White still hit playoff. Derek White is the thing. Like, so they got, it's gonna be some things over there. Cleveland and Orlando.
I like Orlando.
I know you. I know.
I really like Orlando.
It's the fact that it's too much. It's too much turmoil in Cleveland for some reason. Like, some reason, all right, now all of a sudden can Garland and Donovan Mitchell coexist? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looked good last year. Was it last year or the year before? How long have you been there?
They've been here in the last, I think
3 years?
Yeah, I would say it's been about 3 years.
Damn, it's been 3 years already?
Yeah, let's see. Keep going. I'm gonna search it, but I'm
Even
sure
though-
Donovan.
okay,
I'm sure Donovan Mitchell been there for 3 years.
Okay, I know the first time that they got there, they ended up getting the 3 seed, and everything was good. Like I said, they was playing together. Oh, they was coexist. I mean, Garland and Mitchell.
No, it's the second year.
Like, I thought I might say 3 times a little too much. I'm sorry, but even last year, like I said, it was everything was good, and then they lose. It's like, damn, okay, us in the playoff, can they work? Evan Mobley, we still wait for Evan Mobley to, when is he gonna blossom and become one of them ones as a front court player? Jared Allen is still, great value Tim Duncan that don't got the Tim Duncan sauce. It's like, like what are we really getting? But at the same time, what we do know about the playoffs is experience does matter. Like, it's very rare that we get a new team that comes into the playoffs and just takes us by storm. Like, They normally got to go take they bumps and bruises first before they take that next step. Like I remember when we loved the Grizzlies, everybody loved the Grizzlies, and then boom, they get to the playoffs, and then boom, the Grizzlies up out of there because they didn't have the experience. Like I say, so I know we love, like not we love the Magic, but we should be loving the Magic because, like I say, the Magic built their team not the right way, but okay, we say the right way. They built their team, and they here now. Pablo, like I say, the most disrespected number 1 overall pick of all time. They should, they could, if they won, if the Magic won, we would not be surprised. But at the same, I don't want to hedge my bet. At the same time, if they lose, we can attribute that to this being that nobody on the team really has playoff experience. With Gary Harris,
right. Joe Ingles.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you relying on Joe Ingles to give you the pregame speech or the tape,
no, hey, he could pull the Udonis Haslem. Hey, dog, I'd have been around. You know what I'm saying?
The part of Udonis Haslem speech is the fact that you halfway scared of him too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Joe Ingles be like, hey, dog, my cousin do your taxes. I don't know.
Before we get to the Western Conference, go ahead.
I was gonna say
I want to talk about.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Do NBA have your dear old boy from Purdue? You get yours, the rest won't get theirs. I mean, that's the game plan.
It's the game plan, but we do know that Tyrese Maxey has the ability to go off and get you 40.
He was the all-star.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's just like, hey, we gonna stop Zach Edey and not Zach Edey. Goddamn, we're gonna stop Embiid, and then that's it. Say what you want. Kelly Oubre is very comfortable right now.
Yeah, has he ever played in the playoffs?
Yeah, with the Suns.
Oh, okay.
And that was one of them years like I didn't want him to
you want him to leave, yeah.
Yeah, it was like he played there with I think it was the bubble team. Who else? And
but to his point, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't the bubble. Go ahead.
To Deuce's point, that's going to be the game plan until they stop.
Yeah, no, it has to be the game plan. But
until Maxey shows that on this stage that he's ready to take, to handle it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's been in the playoffs before. I mean, he's been there, but like I said, he ain't been this level of a sidekick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't matter how many tributes Kobe said, Tatum, he got to win a shut up. But he could never let that down until he
ain't getting no more text messages.
And then we already know, like I said, once again, Donovan Mitchell definitely is out of there because if he don't sign that extension, they definitely got to trade him next year to get something for letting him walk.
And I know
he battle tested and had their number. That is also true. And he didn't say they are a cursed franchise, so he Sixers are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. It would be tough for the Knicks. That's the thing. And B came back at the right time, got them games under his belt. Spooky for anybody, man.
And that's why I also think with Embiid coming back at that time, hit that corner three from up top, right back here where you can't block the shit. He shoot right off his tippy toes. He don't even jump. Damn. Slow ass step back. I can't. But we're
seat in the side. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna answer this. I think he's talking about Embiid, I guess maybe outplaying.
No. He's talking about Maxey.
I don't think Maxey has to outplay Jason Tatum. I think if Maxey can, he can switch guard both of them. Oh, Oubre again. I don't think Oubre got to outplay Jason Tatum. I think the real issue was going to be who's going to outplay Joel Embiid, and then if that's Tatum, I feel like Tyrese Maxey can hang with Jaylen Brown. Okay. And again, I think defensively they can put pressure on the Celtics. So I think I think them being able to stop Embiid and who they gonna have to match up with him is gonna be tough.
The problem with Max he's going to have to deal with. He's going to have to deal with a whole lot of Drew.
Of course.
Then dealing with a whole lot of Drew. Then you get the change up with dealing with a whole lot of Derek White. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to deal with a whole lot of Jaylen Brown. It's like they have way more bodies, all shapes and sizes and skill sets to throw at Maxey to throw his game off. So
I know we talk about him a lot. Tobias Harris did average 17 points this year. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he can't score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know he got to be consistent, but I think that just the same the bodies that they can throw at the 76ers, I think the 76ers can throw some bodies at the Celtics as well. And then, like I said, who they putting on Joel? Like you said, who they putting on Joel is my thing.
Yeah, we definitely established the Joel aspect of it, like I said. But it's the fact that, like I said, the fact that they have way more bodies to throw at Maxey to negate what he got going on, even if he gets hot. Like, even if he gets hot, like I said, they have a Drew, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, the all combination that can just take him off. And they, we double teaming you, bro. Now we doubling you. Now we getting the ball out of your hands. Now we making Oubre be a number one scorer. Now we making Tobias Harris be a number one scoring option. Like I say, it's some things that they could do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if this 3-ball ain't falling for Boston, now what we doing? What we got going on? Like, what are we really going to do? It's going to be a matchup. As Alex said,
make Jaylen Brown dribble. You good. Make him dribble.
Before we get out of here, time is of the essence. And we don't want to disrespect the West. Oh, my fault.
Damn.
So too fast. We got the play-in, like you said, we got the Pelicans and the Lakers going on right now as we record. Later on tonight, we have the Kings and the Warriors. What's their record, bro?
Who, the Kings or the Warriors?
Everybody, 7-8.
7-8. Oh, they all above 46 games. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then we got the Rockets, 41-41, right?
Yeah.
It's all better than what the last group that we showed on the Eastern Conference, right?
It sure is. But guess what? You didn't win enough to make the 8th seed. You shouldn't have a chance at the playoffs. I'm sorry. Steph, you're a legend. You didn't do enough. You got to go home. Sacramento, try again next year. The Lakers are still in it.
Did his best.
You did your best.
And they still could be going home. No, look, the Kings,
right.
these 9 and 10 seeds still could be going home. But the possibility of their record it shows that the fact that the play-in definitely is intriguing enough for us to watch. Like I said, it's not nothing to just minimize and say, oh man, y'all didn't win enough games, y'all didn't do enough. Like I said, hey, they won enough games. They didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't win enough games because the seeds in the playoffs for the teams that make it into the playoffs are 1 through 8. Guess how many wins the 8th team has in the NBA right now on the Western Conference? How many? 47. What's number 9? How many they got? 46.
So you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough to make the 8th seed. You didn't do enough, and that's fine. It's okay. Build your team. Get there next year.
That's fine.
Shit happens.
And they could very well be going home. They very well could be going home still. Not saying but the fact that they get the chance to show something because of the record that they do have.
You had 82. You had 82.
It's intriguing.
You had 82. Be intriguing in 82.
They was intriguing.
It's not intriguing enough.
It's not their fault they on the West. It's not their fault. Hell, they might have been the 3rd seed if they was on the East with that record.
Hey, shit. Guess what? The Cincinnati Bengals probably had 12 division titles if they was in the AFC South. Guess what? We not. Build your team. Get there.
Don't really work that way in football, but I get what you're saying.
But it don't work that way in the NBA either. You in the Western Conference.
I mean, it does.
You run against who you run against.
It does.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
I mean, it's nothing. It's really nothing that's going to change your mind.
Minnesota should be in the East too. I'm sorry, I was talking to Deuce, but he said New Orleans should be in the East. Minnesota should be in the East too. If Chicago's in the East, Minnesota should be in the East too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Memphis. Well, they still would have been in the playoffs, but I mean, when you come to the the seeding, if we being fair, but it's like you say, it's really nothing that's going to change your mind on the play. And you felt this way since the play-in was
and don't get me wrong. There have been competitive games in the play-in. Was that
every one of them?
The LeBron and Steph game, I think, for that play-in where LeBron hit the shot.
That was
great game. Great game. Still, you didn't do enough. That's all I'm saying. Like, hey, I understand. Sometimes you got to send the motherfucker home. You got to.
Even on the East side.
Yeah, hey, I understand. Sometimes you just got to send the motherfucker home sometimes. It's okay. That's just my thought. I mean, but they didn't even use the map correctly. But hey, man, it's a part of it. That's why the Dallas Cowboys are in the NFC East. That's why, we have something like the Baltimore Ravens are in the AFC North.
Yeah, so we
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get them every year.
It's always gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I was so goddamn mad that they took the Houston Astros from the NL Central and put them in the AL West, and then the motherfuckers got good. God damn.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh my god.
Shouts out to the Thunder. Shouts out to the Thunder. Getting the number 1 seed from where they came from. Shouts out to them. That should easily wrap up the MVP for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It should.
Yeah, I mean it should, but
it
stranger things have happened.
It ain't gonna be. We know what's going to happen.
Shouts out to Denver, defending champs, doing what they do. Been steady all year. You got the Timberwolves. Shouts out to the Timberwolves, man. Timberwolves showed improve all year. They showed, they went from a play-in team last year to 3rd seed. Shouts out to them. The Clippers, they started off real rocky. Then they figured out, oh man, we really have good players, and they figured it out. And then they went through the Clippers stage again. But at the end of the day, they're the 4th seed. Shouts out to the Mavericks. Luka been doing Luka things. Kyrie was been balling all year. I know it pains people, not you, AJ. I know, but it pains people to see Kyrie balling and not having no controversy whatsoever. Just strictly been playing basketball. They've been making acquisition things to make their team better. I feel the same exact way. I'm getting to that.
He took the question right out of my mind.
Because I got to go. That's really where I'm gonna speed through this thing. But the series I'm definitely focusing on is the Clippers and the Mavericks. I definitely believe that the Mavericks is going to win this series, and it's going to cause so much controversy for the Clippers. But and it's going to get spooky. If the Mavericks beat the Clippers this series, the Western Conference is in trouble, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care about the Thunder. I don't care about the Nuggets, Timberwolves. If the Mavericks beat the Clippers with all they thought woes that they have during the playoffs, it's gonna get spooky for the West if the Mavericks beat them.
I'm still not. I still think Denver is the biggest problem for everybody. So I don't know.
As you should feel that way because they are defending champs.
Yeah. So I'm not necessarily saying
they deserve that. They deserve that respect. So I definitely appreciate you for saying that because they deserve that respect of being the defending champs, and they do. That's what they do. Y'all got a tough matchup.
Oh, you thought?
No. I wasn't saying. I know you're gonna ride for your team. I'm not.
I'm going to ride for them. I'm going to cheer for them. But dog, we got swept by the Spurs. I get what you're saying. You know how you
signed Royce Freeman. All right.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Non-breaking.
Yeah. I think it's one of the ones I wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, y'all ain't got no running back, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So now that makes sense. But the reason why I say that is Vogel and just some of the inconsistencies with Devin Booker have been really throwing me off. And he's back with Kylie Jenner now. And so I just feel like, hey, dog, we're fucked. We are fucked.
Bitch, coronas. I mean, you're fucked. That's it. Oh man.
No more locked doors.
If your feelings about inexperience, how do you feel about the Thunder? I definitely feel completely about that. I feel that the Thunder might lose to whoever in the first round. Nobody on that team. No, they don't even have a Joe Ingles. They don't even have a Joe Ingles on this team, on this roster that has playoff experience. So I don't care who it is. I believe that they losing in the first round to whoever, because I do not have faith in nobody else on the roster. If everybody just the focus is on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and they just go double them and they just say, hey, look, you are not beating us this series. What are they gonna do? Dort, Chet, Jalen Williams, good players. What? Say something.
Gordon Hayward. It's like,
one. They won. They got a one, right? Did they even play?
I doubt it. But what I was gonna say is, I'm not gonna go so far as saying they don't get out the first round. I believe they'll get out the first round. To me, when they the second round is when they start having the tougher matchup for me in a 7-game series. So I think that they'll get out the first round.
The first 2 games in Oklahoma City is going to be electric. They haven't had a playoff game in a while. They're going to win those 2 games. When that team that whoever they get to play go home and tie this series up, they are not going to know what to do. That coach don't have experience. None of the players have experience. And when they get punched in the mouth in the playoff series, they are going to fold. And if I'm wrong, of course I'm going to admit I'm wrong. But I believe they get out of there in the first round. And it's going to be a nice story. Cool. Kudos to them.
So here, let me just double check. Let me just see something right quick. Because I'm trying to think. They would possibly play if we win our series.
Mm-hmm.
They might play us in the second round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant ain't winning in Oklahoma City in the second round, dog.
Come on, bro. We're not doing it. Hey, you catch us all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. We would definitely try to break these up and try to we will talk in the group. That's just how it is. We would take this to the group. Like I said, our guy Dane has been putting up polls. Thank you, because polls as well. Putting up predictions for each playoff series. Let's go to those and use those as like threads and just break it. Let's have a discussion.
Let's run it up.
So shouts out to him. Shouts out to y'all that tune in with us tonight.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell icon too. So for Hill, I'm AJ. We out.